Aldi sells skincare, serums, retinol, vitamin C sitting between frozen pizza and discount cereal. Most shoppers walk past it. Budget store means budget ingredients, right? $3 cream can't compete with $30 cream. Some of them are right. Parts of Aldi's skincare are terrible, products that damage your skin while pretending to help it. But parts are shockingly good. Formulations rivaling products costing 20 times more. Ingredients dermatologists actually recommend. The difference? Knowing which is which. Most people have no idea. Today I'm ranking Aldi's skincare from worst to best. Stick around. Number 1, genuinely shocked dermatologist. Worst, number 3, Lacura Pore Refining. Scrub beginners see a $3 exfoliator and think they found a deal. Pros see harsh, irregular granules on the ingredient list and put it back immediately. This scrub uses walnut shell or apricot kernel particles, rough, jagged bits that create microscopic tears in your skin. Dermatologists have been warning against these physical exfoliants for years. They cause inflammation, compromise the skin barrier, and damage the exact problems they claim to fix. Your skin responds to the scratching by producing more oil, more redness, more breakouts. The scrub creates a cycle where you think you need more scrubbing, when the scrub itself is the problem. A dermatologist explained why this matters. Physical scrubs with irregular particles are outdated and harmful. They scratch skin unevenly, creating micro tears that trigger inflammatory responses. Modern skincare moved past this a decade ago. We use chemical exfoliants now. Glycolic acid, salicylic acid, lactic acid, that dissolve dead skin cells without tearing living tissue. The rest of the formula doesn't help either. High fragrance content that irritates sensitive skin, sulfates that strip natural oils, zero soothing ingredients to counteract the aggressive exfoliation. It's harsh from every angle. We tested it for 7 days. 3 out of 5 testers developed increased redness and irritation. 2 noticed worse breakouts in areas they scrubbed most. Nobody, not a single tester, saw pore improvement or any positive change. At $3, this seems like a harmless experiment. It's not. It's actively damaging skin while providing zero benefit. If you want exfoliation, use chemical exfoliants. Never use harsh physical scrubs with irregular particles, regardless of price. Skincare pros know the cheapest product in the aisle isn't always the best deal. Sometimes it's the most expensive mistake, because the damage costs more to fix than the product costs to buy. But a bad scrub is at least obvious once you use it. What's at worst, number 2, is more dangerous, because it lies to you quietly every single day. Worst, number 2, Lacura Anti-Wrinkle Day. Cream SPF 15. Beginners see anti-wrinkle and SPF on the label and think they're covering 2 needs at once. Pros see SPF 15 on an anti-aging product and immediately recognize the contradiction. Here's what dermatologists universally agree on: minimum SPF 30 for daily protection. SPF 15 blocks about 93% of UVB rays. SPF 30 blocks 97%. That 4% gap sounds small on paper, but it compounds over years of daily exposure. And sun damage is the single biggest cause of visible aging, more than genetics, more than diet, more than every other factor combined. An anti-wrinkle cream with inadequate sun protection is fighting aging with one hand while causing it with the other. A dermatologist put it perfectly: you can't prevent aging while allowing UV damage through. It's like claiming fire protection while leaving windows open during a wildfire. The product is working against itself. We tested it for 30 days. Zero visible improvement in fine lines or texture. None. The only benefit was basic moisturization, which any $3 moisturizer provides without the misleading anti-aging claims printed on the jar. The active ingredients are the real tell. Water and glycerin dominate the ingredient list. That's moisturizer territory. Retinol, peptides, antioxidants. The ingredients that actually fight aging at the molecular level are either completely absent or present in trace amounts too low for any measurable efficacy. This is a basic moisturizer masquerading as an anti-aging treatment, and the SPF 15 isn't even adequate for the sun protection role it's also claiming to fill. Skip this entirely. If you want anti-aging, buy products with proven actives at real concentrations. And we'll show you Aldi products that actually deliver. If you want sun protection, buy SPF 30 minimum. This product fails at both things it claims to do, and it does so quietly enough that you might use it for years before realizing it never worked. Skincare pros know Read past the front label. The claims on the front are marketing. The ingredient list on the back is where the truth lives. And on this product, the truth is deeply disappointing. 2 worst products exposed. One actively damages skin. The other quietly wastes your money while your skin ages anyway. But the number 1 worst product is different. It's not harmful. It's not misleading. It's pure skincare theater. And it's draining money from people who could spend it on products that actually work. If you're already rethinking your Aldi skincare purchases, hit subscribe, because the best products coming up will genuinely surprise you. Worst number 1, Lacura sheet masks. Beginners buy sheet masks because they feel like self-care, Instagram-worthy, luxurious, a spa moment for $1. Pros know sheet masks are entertainment, not treatment, and expensive entertainment at that. At $1 to $150 per mask, using them twice weekly costs over $100 a year. For temporary hydration that disappears within 2 hours, 0 long-term improvement, 0 lasting benefit, 0 change to your skin that a dermatologist could measure the next morning. We tested 5 varieties over 2 weeks. Every single one delivered the same result. Skin felt nice for about an hour, then returned to exactly how it was before. The collagen mask didn't add collagen. Your skin can't absorb collagen molecules topically, which is basic biology that anyone who understands skincare science would know. The vitamin C mask didn't brighten anything. The concentration is far too low and the contact time far too short. The hyaluronic acid mask didn't hydrate beyond that fleeting 1-hour window. The ingredient list confirmed the performance. Horror, glycerin, fragrance, preservatives, and trace amounts of whatever the label promises. Active ingredients and concentrations too low to do anything meaningful. You're paying $1 for a wet cloth with fancy words printed on the package. A dermatologist was blunt. Sheet masks are entertainment, not treatment. That $100 a year, redirected toward proven actives like retinol or vitamin C, would deliver actual, measurable, lasting results you can see and photograph. I have never once recommended sheet masks to a patient seeking real improvement. The masks themselves are cheap material that tears easily, doesn't conform to most face shapes, and drips serum wastefully down your neck and onto your shirt. Several testers with sensitive skin developed mild irritation from the fragrance, adding insult to ineffectiveness. Pros use that money on serums and treatments that stay on skin and actually change it over time. Beginners buy masks that feel nice for an hour and do nothing permanent. The one exception, if the ritual genuinely relaxes you, that psychological value is real. But don't confuse feeling pampered with improving your skin. Skincare pros understand that distinction clearly. 3 worst products done: a harmful scrub that tears your skin, a misleading cream that promises anti-aging while failing at basic sun protection, an expensive ritual that produces 0 lasting results. Now we're transitioning, because what Aldi gets right in skincare is dramatically more impressive than what it gets wrong. The worst products showed outdated formulas, misleading labels, and marketing theater. The best 5 show something entirely different. Quality active ingredients at proper concentrations, formulations that cosmetic chemists respect, prices that make the entire luxury skincare industry look like a markup machine. These next 5 products have built cult followings among people who understand ingredients, and the value on some of them borders on absurd. Best number 5. Lacura Micellar Water. Beginners pay $7 to $15 for micellar water from Garnier or Bioderma. Pros buy Lacura for $3 and get identical results. Micellar water is simple chemistry, and understanding why it's simple is the key to never overpaying for it again. Tiny oil molecules called micelles are suspended in water. They attract and trap dirt, oil, and makeup on contact. The formula works or it doesn't. There's no premium version of this chemistry. There's no luxury tier of micelle technology. Complexity doesn't improve it. Price definitely doesn't improve it. Lacura's formula works. Clean ingredients, water, Poloxamer 184 as the surfactant creating micelles, glycerin for moisture, minimal preservatives, no fragrance, no sulfates, no unnecessary additives that sound impressive on the label and do nothing on your face. We tested it for 30 days against Garnier at $7 and Bioderma Sensibio at $15. The Aldi version removed makeup, including waterproof mascara, identically to both. No irritation, no residue, no tightness. An esthetician confirmed what the testing showed. Micellar water is commodity skincare. The active mechanism is basic surfactant chemistry. Lacura's formula is as effective as versions costing 5 times more because the chemistry is literally identical. You're not getting better micelles from Bioderma, you're getting a nicer bottle. The only edge Bioderma has, slightly gentler formulation for extremely sensitive or reactive skin due to pharmaceutical-grade ingredient sourcing. For the vast majority of people, this difference is undetectable. Skincare pros know, when the chemistry is simple, the expensive version is just paying for the brand name and the packaging design. Micellar water is one of the simplest formulas in all of skincare. Don't overpay for it. Use that money on actives that actually matter. But micellar water is hard to mess up. What's coming at number 4 is more impressive, because this product requires real formulation skill, and Aldi nailed it. Best number 4, Lacura Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Beginners pay $20 to $100 for hyaluronic acid serums from Neutrogena or SkinCeuticals. Pros buy Lacura's version for $6 and get virtually the same hydration. What makes this impressive? Lacura uses multiple molecular weights of hyaluronic acid, a sophisticated formulation approach that most budget brands don't bother with. Small molecules penetrate deeper into the skin. Large molecules create a hydration barrier on the surface. The combination provides multi-level hydration that you can actually feel. Skin looks plumper, fine lines soften, texture improves. This is the same multi-weight approach that premium brands charge $30 to $60 for. The ingredient list reads like a product costing 10 times more. Multiple HA forms, glycerin, panthenol, that's vitamin B5 for skin barrier repair, and allantoin for soothing. No fragrance, no unnecessary filler. Clean, focused formulation that does exactly what a hydrating serum should do. We tested it for 30 days against the ordinary Neutrogena Hydro Boost and SkinCeuticals HA Intensifier. Lacura matched the ordinary and Neutrogena completely. Noticeable hydration, plumping effect, reduced appearance of fine lines from increased moisture levels. Skin looked healthier, felt softer, and held makeup better throughout the day. Against SkinCeuticals, at over $100, it delivered about 75% of the performance. That remaining 25% cost an extra $96. For most people's skin, the difference between 75% and 100% performance on a hydrating serum is invisible without clinical instruments. A cosmetic chemist analyzed the formula. Multiple molecular weights show genuine understanding of ingredient science. This isn't some budget brand throwing random HA into a base cream. This formulation demonstrates intentional design. It rivals products costing 10 to 20 times more. The concentration appears adequate for real, measurable efficacy. The texture is pleasant, lightweight, absorbs in seconds, no stickiness or residue. It layers well under moisturizer and makeup without pilling. The dropper allows controlled application so you don't waste product. A few drops is all you need per application. At $6 for 2 to 3 months of daily use, the monthly cost is negligible. People spend more on a single coffee than they'd spend on a month of the serum. Let that comparison sink in. Skincare pros know. Hyaluronic acid is hyaluronic acid. The molecule doesn't know what brand it belongs to. It doesn't perform differently because the label is fancier or the bottle is prettier. What matters is concentration, molecular weight variety, and formulation stability. Lacura gets all 3 right, at a price that makes the premium alternatives look like a tax on people who don't read ingredient lists. But HA serums and micellar water are relatively simple products. What's coming at number 3 is where Aldi enters territory that budget brands almost never get right, and the results shocked our testers. Best number 3, Lacura Retinol Night Cream. This is where Aldi's skincare becomes genuinely shocking. This is the product that separates budget skincare from legitimate skincare, and Lacura lands firmly on the legitimate side. Beginners avoid budget retinol because they assume the good stuff costs $40 minimum. Pros know. Lacura's $7 retinol cream contains actual retinol at therapeutic concentrations, and the results prove it. Retinol is the gold standard anti-aging ingredient. Decades of peer-reviewed research, proven to increase cell turnover, stimulate collagen production, improve fine lines, refine texture, and even out pigmentation. There is no more validated anti-aging ingredient in over-the-counter skincare. Period. The problem with most budget retinol, they list it on the label but include concentrations too low to produce any measurable effect. The word retinol sells products. The molecule, at adequate concentration, actually changes skin. Most budget brands give you the word without the molecule. Lacura's cream appears to contain 0.25 to 0.5% retinol based on ingredient positioning and, more importantly, what happened to our testers' skin. They experienced mild initial irritation and flaking during the first 2 weeks. That's not a flaw. That's retinol working. It's the adjustment period that every legitimate retinol product causes. If a retinol cream doesn't cause any adjustment at all, the concentration is probably too low to do anything. The supporting formula shows real formulation knowledge. Niacinamide to enhance retinol tolerance and reduce irritation. Peptides for additional anti-aging support. Hyaluronic acid for hydration to counteract the dryness retinol can cause. This isn't a retinol molecule slapped into a generic cream base. This is a considered formulation where every ingredient supports the active. We tested it for 60 days. Retinol needs time against CeraVe, ROC, and Neutrogena retinol products costing 2 to 4 times more. The results were comparable across the board. Improved texture, reduced fine lines, more even tone, smoother overall appearance. An esthetician who now recommends it to budget-conscious clients. Lacura Retinol Cream provides actual results. The formulation is solid. I had a client who'd been spending $40 a month on retinol from Sephora. I switched her to Lacura. Same results. She cried, not because the product was bad, but because she realized how much money she'd wasted. Start slowly, 2 to 3 times per week. Build to nightly use as your skin adjusts. Wear sunscreen daily. Retinol increases sun sensitivity. Follow that protocol, and this $7 cream delivers what $50 creams promise. Skincare pros understand. Retinol is retinol. The vitamin A molecule doesn't become more effective because the jar is prettier or the price is higher. What matters is concentration, stability, and supporting ingredients. Lacura checks every box at a fraction of the cost. 2 products left. And these aren't just, good for the price. These are products that have earned legitimate respect from dermatologists and cosmetic chemists who've analyzed the formulations. Number 2 is a product we almost put in the worst list, until we looked closer and realized Aldi did something clever. Best. Number 2, Lacura Nourishing Day Cream. 15 with Q10 weight. Didn't we just trash an SPF 15 day cream? Yes, but this one is different, and the difference is honesty. Understanding why that matters teaches you how to evaluate every skincare product you'll ever buy. Beginners confuse this with the anti-wrinkle cream and skip it, or they see SPF 15 and dismiss it based on what we said earlier. Pros recognize what Aldi did here. They made a simple moisturizer with basic sun protection and antioxidants. And critically, they didn't pretend it's an anti-aging miracle. The marketing matches the formulation. That's rare in skincare at any price point. The formula is clean. Water, glycerin, coenzyme Q10, a genuine antioxidant with real research behind it, vitamin E for additional free radical protection, proper emollients for moisture, and SPF, 15 broad-spectrum chemical sunscreen. No impossible claims on the jar, no misleading promises in the marketing, just honest skincare doing exactly what it says. We tested it as a daily moisturizer for normal to dry skin over 30 days. Excellent hydration without greasiness. Pleasant, lightweight texture that absorbs cleanly. Worked well under makeup without causing pilling or separation. The SPF 15 provides adequate protection for indoor days with limited sun exposure, or works perfectly as a base layer under dedicated SPF 30 sunscreen for outdoor activities. A dermatologist praised the approach. This is honest skincare, decent moisturizer with basic protection, and real antioxidants at an excellent price. The key is that it doesn't make promises it can't keep. In skincare, honesty is rare and undervalued. At $4 for roughly 2 months of daily use, this costs about $2 a month. CeraVe and Neutrogena equivalents cost 3 to 4 times more for comparable daily moisturization. The limitation is real and worth stating. SPF 15 isn't enough for outdoor sun exposure. Layer SPF 30 over it for that. But for what it claims to be, daily moisture with basic protection and antioxidant support, it delivers exactly what it promises. This is also where a pro builds their Aldi skincare system. This cream in the morning, retinol at night, vitamin C serum layered under the moisturizer. Complete routine for under $15 a month. Most people spend that on a single product at Sephora. Skincare pros know the best products aren't the ones with the most impressive claims. They're the ones that do exactly what they say, with quality ingredients at an honest price. Everything builds to this. The number one skincare product at Aldi isn't just a good deal. It's a product that made a dermatologist say, on camera, that she was shocked by the formulation quality. A product that proves the entire luxury skincare pricing model is built on marketing, not chemistry. Best number one. 1. Lacura Vitamin C. Serum. Beginners pay $30 to $160 for vitamin C serums from brands like TrueSkin or SkinCeuticals. Pros buy Lacura's version for $6 and get results that rival products costing 20 times more. Here's why this is number one, and why it shocked every expert we consulted. Vitamin C is proven to brighten skin, reduce dark spots, stimulate collagen, and provide antioxidant protection. But it's notoriously difficult to formulate. L-ascorbic acid, the most effective form, oxidizes quickly when exposed to light and air. Most budget brands either skip L-ascorbic acid entirely or stabilize it poorly. Lacura uses actual L-ascorbic acid at what appears to be effective concentration. They stabilized it with vitamin E and ferulic acid, the exact research-backed combination that SkinCeuticals patented and built a $166 product around. They packaged it in opaque amber glass to prevent light degradation, because clear bottles allow UV to destroy vitamin C within weeks. They got the pH right. You can feel the slight tingle that indicates proper acidity for skin absorption. Every single technical detail is correct. At $6. We tested it for 90 days. Vitamin C requires extended use for visible brightening against the ordinary TrueSkin and SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic. The results genuinely surprised us. Lacura matched the ordinary and TrueSkin completely. Brighter overall tone, reduced dark spots and hyperpigmentation, more even skin texture, a visible glow that multiple testers' coworkers noticed and commented on without knowing what product they were using. Against SkinCeuticals, the gold standard vitamin C serum that dermatologists consider the benchmark, Lacura delivered about 65 to 75% of the performance. SkinCeuticals has proprietary technology providing slightly better penetration depth and longer-term stability. That's real, that's measurable. But that 25 to 35% performance gap costs an extra $160 per bottle. For most people, for anyone who isn't a dermatologist showcase patient, that math doesn't make sense. You're paying 20 times more for a quarter more performance. A cosmetic chemist who analyzed the formula, L-ascorbic acid with vitamin E and ferulic acid is the gold standard combination. The concentration appears adequate. The packaging is proper. This formulation rivals serums, costing 20 to 30 times more. I was genuinely surprised. A dermatologist who initially dismissed it, I was skeptical until I analyzed the ingredients and saw patient results. This is legitimate. It contains effective L-ascorbic acid, properly stabilized, at a concentration that produces real changes. This is extraordinary value. One stability caveat that applies to every vitamin C serum at every price point. L-ascorbic acid oxidizes over time. If the serum turns brown or dark orange, it's oxidized and no longer effective. Buy only what you'll use in 3 to 4 months. Store it cool and dark. This isn't an Aldi problem. It's a chemistry reality that affects SkinCeuticals at $166 exactly the same way it affects Lacura at $6. But here's what makes this number one beyond the formula. This serum represents a principle that applies to every product on today's list. The luxury skincare industry charges what it charges because people believe expensive means effective. They spend millions on packaging, marketing, influencer deals, and department store shelf space, then pass those costs to you and call it premium. The molecules don't know what they cost. L-ascorbic acid is L-ascorbic acid. Retinol is retinol. Hyaluronic acid is hyaluronic acid. What matters is concentration, formulation, and stability, not the logo on the bottle. Aldi's best skincare products prove this quietly every single day. $6 serums matching $30 competitors. $7 retinol cream delivering results comparable to $50 alternatives. $3 Micellar water performing identically to $15 brands. A complete morning and evening skincare routine for under $15 a month. Less than most people spend on a single product at Sephora. Beginners shop skincare by brand. They trust packaging. They assume price reflects quality because that's what the industry trained them to believe. They spend hundreds annually on products they could match for a fraction at Aldi, and they never know it because they never flip the bottle over and read the ingredient list. Pros shop skincare by ingredient list. They check concentrations. They understand what formulation stability means. They know that when a $6 serum contains the same active ingredients, at the same concentrations, with the same stabilization chemistry as a $160 serum, the only difference left is the label, the packaging, and the marketing budget that paid for the influencer who recommended it. That's not a skincare tip. That's a completely different way to buy skincare. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. If this helped you navigate Aldi's skincare aisle, or saved you from wasting money on products that don't work, hit subscribe. We're reviewing skincare at every major retailer so you always know what's worth buying and what's just expensive packaging with a marketing story attached. I'll see you in the next one.